Alright, what is up everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games, coming at you with another cool video, and we're back in the one, the only Wind Valley Park, the Challenge Park. It has been very long time since the last episode, and I do understand that, and I do apologize for that. I just had a big creative block of what I was going to do next in this park, and so yeah, it was just a combination of that, and I just haven't gotten back to it. And I know you guys absolutely adore this series, and everyone loves the series, so I knew I had to bring it back, and it is back, so we are back. So keep, I hope everyone's excited just as much as I am. But to get started here, we are going to be moving the old timber flip to the old this construction location. I knew I needed to do something with the space since we removed these the older rides here. We used to have the teacups and the chair swing here, but we moved those and removed the, oh wait, was it a chair swing? I think it was a chair swing, yes, because this was supposed to be like a family area at some point, but now it's more so the space area. Ever since Star Rush and Starflyer came in, it's been more so of a space-themed kind of area. So I decided to go, why not put two new flat rides that are going to be very high thrill and a lot more exciting than the last rides, and just kind of have them fit within this theme. So I knew one of them I wanted to do is retheme Timber Flip into this Cosmo Flip, which is going to be repurposed and renovated into a nice new flat ride, which is not really new, but at this point now we have relocated some of our flat rides, or all of our flat rides, and now they are within the game. So, or now within the park in the game, but because I did have some just sitting backstage patiently waiting for a new home, and I said this would probably fit just fine within the space theme. So, and we'll get into the other ride shortly after this one. So this is basically, I wanted to do my best to theme it up a little bit, and I wanted to make some nice custom operator booths and everything like that, and I kind of tried to repurpose what was already there. So basically, I'm not removing everything that was there before, so we're going to kind of repurpose it a little bit, like some of the curbs for the queue, but we are going to be doing all custom fencing and redoing some of that, and rerouting the queue just a little bit to fit the ride a little bit better. So I also, because you notice a lot of the flat rides have like different shapes and everything. Some of them are round, completely like a circle and round. Some of them are rectangular. These ones that I chose were rectangular, but I fit them in a rounded plot that was there before. So they are kind of unique, and it kind of gives them a new unique look, which I actually kind of like. So I was very excited to see that we kind of put a little spin of uniqueness on there. And we also do our own custom pathing underneath as well, so we do fill it in with more of a metal type of texture to kind of give it more of that sci-fi space looking theme to go along with it for right now. So but for right now we have this little booth, and I want to make sure the booth kind of looked a little bit on the theme as well. So this one was a little bit hard because the booth is very close to the ride clearance, so I had to kind of get a little creative here with the booth to try and make sure that it wasn't going to get too close to the ride, because the location of the booth is right in front of the ride instead of off to the side. If it was off to the side, it'd be a little bit easier, and I could create like kind of like a nice tall booth, but I can't really make it tall. I had to make it flat roof, because otherwise it'd come in contact with the ride, and obviously we can't have that. So went ahead and made it this direction and made it this way. So at this point, we're just trying to figure out what texture we're going to use for the rounded piece, and I needed to make sure I had a piece that had different sizes because I wanted to make sure everything stays flowing the same direction when it comes to the texture. So I needed to make sure I had small enough pieces that we could kind of put into the corners of the curbs, which did end up going pretty well. So But anyways, we did do a live stream of this for members only, and they're going to have access to videos early. I'm going to start doing that from now on. So if you are a member of the channel, you are going to start getting early access to videos as soon as they're uploaded, and you don't have to wait for the publish date. So I'm going to start doing that on a lot of maybe Windleverse episodes as well, where you guys can watch it maybe a day early. Because typically when I upload a video, I schedule it for the following day. For the members, I'm thinking about just making it public to the members right away. There's a new option where you can do, you can actually schedule it to be public, but you can start out as members, which is what I've been wanting for a while actually, is to where I can have it to where it's members only, and then at a certain time it'll switch to public for everyone. So, so you guys that are watching and you're not a member and you want to get access, early access to videos, make sure you become a member. I believe it's $4.99 a month. If you do choose to do that support for me, you don't have to, and you're not going to miss out on any content if you don't. It's just another way to support me and my channel, and it's my way of saying thank you, is giving you guys early access to those videos. So I'm going to try and do that more often now for you guys, because it is something that I need to focus on doing more often, and giving my members a reason to become members. So, and you know, just give them, obviously I need to give them something to thank them for their generous I guess tip donation. I would say it's more of a tip than anything, but you know, just because you know, the most of the money is going to go back into the channel. It always does, and you know, and I just, you know, the more members we can get, and everything, the more likely, the more I'll give back, if that makes sense. The more I can give back. Because I'd love to do like a lot of giveaways and stuff more often and stuff, but I just can't afford them. So, but anyways, going into that was our first ride. We pretty much we called a Cosmo Flip in the end. We do add a little bit more to it at the afterwards, but we're gonna get into the next ride, which is a flat ride that I don't really use at all, but it's already kind of themed. It has a spaceship theme, so I decided to go ahead and use it here because I figured it'd be a good one, and it has a very high excitement rating. It does have a high nausea rating, so that's something to look out for, but it was going to fit in this footprint because it is a little bit larger too, and it's going to fit in the larger footprint that the teacups were in, so I decided to go with it and call it kind of like this new spaceship ride that we're getting in here. And again, I think it will bring in a lot of guests, because I think the teacups didn't get like any guests going to it. Like, no one was riding it. I think it had like 12 riders over the span of like 6 years or something like that, or whatever. It was something ridiculous among that. So there is kind of a little jump in between videos here, because I did take a break for a little bit to go watch the train reveal. I was watching some stuff at IAAPA, so I was watching a live stream from IAAPA, and they were revealing the Fire in the Hole trains, the new Fire in the Hole trains for Silverdar City, so I wanted to check that out in the middle of the stream. So I took a quick break from that, and if you want to see that, the live stream actually shows my reaction to those IAAPA revealing. So anyways, I did go in and I wanted to copy the same booth over into this one, because I felt like it would fit just fine over here as well. Of course, we had to do the same thing with this one, and I decided to keep this theming kind of very similar and the same. So basically, you have the same feel for both rides. They both have the same textures and fencing, same curbs, same pathing, and different stuff like that, because they are kind of like a joined addition at the same time. So we're getting two new flat rides, two new flat thrill rides, which the park I think kind of actually needed, with some more exciting rides after doing a nice little family area with some smaller rides. We're gonna add some nice flat rides. So the space area is definitely for more of those thrill seekers, because it's nothing but thrill rides. I mean, you got Star Rush, which is the tallest, I believe it might, I don't know if either Iron Rider or Star Rush is the tallest. I think Star Rush is a little bit taller, just by a little bit, but I could be wrong on that. They could be about the same height. I'm not entirely sure, but you got Star Rush, which is a huge hyper coaster by B&M, and then you got Star Flyer, which is a big Star Flyer ride that goes really high up in the air, and then of course you have these two rides now. So you're gonna have those four total rides in the space section. So we've been kind of morphing this whole area into the space section land, which is actually really nice as well. So, but I'd love to hear in the comment section what you guys want to see next, because I'm actually kind of lost of what I'm going to be doing in the next episode for episode 58, because at this point, this is the last like hole that I wanted to fill for the park, because I knew I had to redo something in this spot because there was nothing in this spot, and it's been kind of empty for the last quite a few years actually. So I decided to go ahead and take care of it in this episode. So I would like to see what you guys think. Maybe we could see the removal of an older ride, or maybe a ride that's not doing so well, or maybe revamp an area, maybe renovate some areas, maybe renovate the classic area where we have some of the original rides, and kind of redo that area a little bit, you know, like where Thunder Jolt is, maybe where the drop tower is, the shot tower, and then I think we have a merry-go-round over there, if I remember right. But yeah, just kind of maybe revamp some of the older areas and just kind of make them new. Or maybe we could go add another ride somewhere else that we can find a space for. I'm not entirely sure, but I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below of what we could do next. I do have kind of an idea for a new area, or maybe a new larger scaled ride, because we do have some space off to the right side of the park that is empty, but I'm gonna have to do some rearranging to make it work. So that's something we'll have to look into later on and figure out what to do exactly with that. But for right now, this is where we're at the moment, and we've been if we had a few more attractions into this park, we could probably push 10,000 guests in the park. I think we've been well over 8,000 in the park, which is crazy that I'm still able to build in this park. You know, I'm surprised that my frame rate is still handling this park at this point, just because of how big this park is. I'd love for you guys to maybe go back to episode 1 and see where we started, and just see where we are today in this park. It's just absolutely crazy to see from episode 1 all the way up to episode 57, you know, like where we're at right now. It's crazy to think that I've done nearly 60 episodes of this park, and it's crazy to believe that it's almost 2 years old now. I believe that we've been working on this for so long now, and I can't believe, because the first episode was back in February of 2022, I believe it was. And that's just crazy that this series is almost 2 years old now. I just can't believe that. That just absolutely blows my mind that this series has been going on for nearly 2 years. Of course, with a few big breaks in between on some episodes. You know, you guys may know that, but hopefully we'll be back a lot sooner than later. Like I said, I've said it in the past that this series was going to slow down a little bit, that I wasn't going to post as many episodes on it as I used to, but that's really because I'm really starting my passion project with Wendleverse and everything like that, and I do urge you guys to go see those watch those episodes, because that is going to be such a cool series as soon as it gets going. So obviously we have about, I think as of right now, 3 episodes, about to record a 4th one actually, and it's a really cool it's a really cool series, very unique series. It's different than I've ever seen anybody do in Planet Coaster, so it's definitely an interesting series, because it's supposed to be more of a role play, kind of realistic series that it's different, you know. It's not just your typical time-lapse videos that you're gonna see on and I know you guys like the time-lapse videos for sure, but you don't see the building process. You actually see what it would be like as a guest, which I think is really, really cool in a unique way to do those episodes and everything. So I just feel like those should be doing really, really well. As you can see right there, my game almost crashed from an autosave. Because it was taking a while. The autosaves on this park are absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. But we still get through it and we're all good. So everything is well. But you can see all the theming that we added in. We added like some spaceship stuff, a cannon, even just inside this. And then it was time to take down the construction walls and get ready for opening, because these two rides are basically done now. So they look great. I think they turned out really cool. And of course, me just checking out the rest of the park again. Sometimes I like to go around and just ravel in everything that I've done in the past. So anyways, as we get to the opening, that's going to about do it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Wind Valley Park. Let me know what you want to see in this park next for the next episode, in episode 58, because we're getting close to episode 60, so we're almost completely done with this season of Wind Valley Park. So I'd like to hear your guys' feedback and what you guys think the park could use next. I know a lot of people are going to say Giga Coaster, but, you know, what realistically could we see next in this park that could be in the park's future? So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this. If you want to see these episodes live, make sure you join as a member. And I hope you guys have a great day and cool tomorrow. And I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.